Bacan. Okay, I know that one. Okay, cool. So, how long have you been learning English?
I started during the pandemic or before the pandemic, 2020. So it's been 3 years.
It's like expensive, but I don't know, it's not that bad. It can be sketchy sometimes, like in the wrong areas.
What's your name?
I'm Luba.
And where do you live?
Belltown.
What's your major?
I study physics.
Physics. He's a smart kid. And where are you from?
I was originally born in Taiwan, but I grew up in Chile, South America.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm at the University of Washington campus here in Seattle, Washington, and I'm going to be interviewing some university students. I'm going to ask them about what life is like here in Seattle, what it's like studying at UW, and a few questions here and there about language learning. So if you like this type of video, give it a like and subscribe to this channel. If you're on Spotify, give me a 5-star review, and let's get into some interviews. So what is your name?
Hi, my name is Bing.
Okay, and where are you from?
I was originally born in Taiwan, but I grew up in Chile, South America.
Wow, so how did that happen?
My family needed opportunities, but the only family members outside of Asia was in South America. So
Wow.
I just grew up there since I was 3 or 4.
Wow, what a cool mix. Hello, so what's your name?
My name is Benjamin.
Okay, and where do you live?
Belltown.
In Belltown here in Seattle. What's it like living in your area?
It's nice, honestly. I'm nearby the water, so that's cool because I'm from Montana, so being by the ocean is chill. Skating obviously is nice. There's parks and stuff nearby, the sculpture park is nearby. That's cool. It's not too far from my work.
So you probably speak a few languages.
Yes,
What languages do you speak?
I speak Mandarin and Spanish, and now I'm trying to learn English.
Okay.
Here we are.
Yeah, awesome. So can you teach us a Chilean phrase?
Chilean place. There's something in English is cool, but in Chile we say bacán.
Bacan. Okay, I know that one. Okay, cool. Hello, so what's your name?
I'm Luba.
Lula, are you studying here at UW?
Yes, I am.
What's your major?
Biology and chemistry.
Okay, how many years have you been studying here?
I've only been here 1 year, but I transferred in, so I just finished my junior year.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Seattle.
Oh, you're from Seattle. Nice, very nice. Okay, so how long have you been learning English?
I started during the pandemic or before the pandemic, 2020. So it's been 3 years.
Okay, you have a good level for only 3 years.
Yeah, because I learned Spanish too, and I feel like Spanish is really similar to English, so it helped a lot mixing phonetical from Chinese and Spanish.
Yeah,
to learn
definitely.
English. Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Connor.
Okay, are you studying here at UW?
Yes.
What's your major?
I study physics.
Physics. He's a smart kid. How long have you been here in Seattle?
I'm going into my second year, so I moved in almost a full year ago.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I grew up right outside of Portland, Oregon.
Okay, gotcha. You're from Oregon.
Yeah.
So pretty similar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All Pacific Northwest.
Right.
So
What's your experience been like studying at UW?
it's good. It's definitely a lot of work, but I don't know who is going to be viewing this, but if that's what you're kind of signing up for it, and it's a good institution.
Right.
It sets you up, but overall positive. It's a massive school for sure. So having a community is definitely important.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. So what are some places that people need to see here in Seattle?
Oh, that's such a good question. There's a lot of cool things in Seattle. The lakes are pretty. Honestly, I'd say get out of Seattle and go to the mountains and the ocean.
Definitely.
Big bonuses of living here.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So Green Lake, maybe Gasworks.
Yeah. Lake Washington's really pretty too. Golden Gardens and Ballard, Alki, and West
Yeah.
Seattle. Very nice.
Yeah. We have lots of beaches, lots of lakes, that kind of stuff. How long have you been here in Seattle?
4 months.
4 months. Okay. So it's brand new pretty much. Yeah. And how's adjusting to life here?
I like it a lot. I'm from a small town, so I like the city. I've always wanted to live in a city. So
Yeah, for sure. What's the most difficult part about English?
I think actually speaking it and the accent, I think, because it wasn't until I came to the US and I was forced to survive in the US, then you have to speak the English. So you have to get familiar with all the slang or maybe the accent, because I have a mixed accent Latino and also Asian. So it's weird and it's hard to get rid of, I think.
Right.
So I think actually speaking it.
Okay, perfect. What about grammar, vocabulary? Has that been easy for you?
Vocabulary, maybe, but I think grammar when I'm writing, on the exams, the professor, because in college, they don't really focus on it. I'm doing STEM. But when I try to read my exam to study again, I can find a lot of like grammatical issues, and like how did I wrote this? I don't even understand it like after a week.
Right. Yeah. What's been the hardest part about studying here at UW?
Definitely just the course load. Like, there's so many things to do in Seattle. So I say this to people because it's such like a cool city, but there's so much to be doing during the school year that it's hard to go like explore the city actually. So I'm going to the same 8 to 9 places during the year. Kind of makes me forget that I live in this city. So over the summer, I'm trying to really explore it more.
Yeah.
To kind of use that.
Okay. What are the pros and cons of living in Seattle?
Pros. There's a lot of pros. I mean, Seattle's really cool. I mean, I've also lived here my whole life, so I don't have like a lot to compare, but it's really green and pretty, and there's a lot to do. I'd say cons. It's very expensive. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. It's really expensive. Yeah.
It's pricey. Is it true about the Seattle freeze?
I don't think
Okay. And what are the pros and cons of living in Seattle?
it's like expensive, but I don't know, it's not that bad. It can be sketchy sometimes, like in the wrong areas, but also like, I don't know, from what I hear, it's not as bad as like other cities like San Francisco and like New York and shit.
Sure.
But yeah.
Then tell me, what are some places that people must see here in Seattle?
I actually work at the library, the Suzel over there. I just finished my shift, but that's where most people, like tourists, like to come. They say it's the Harry Potter library reading room. So definitely that spot. The quad back here is huge. And then in terms of other Seattle, just Gasworks Park is a really good spot.
So you're studying here at UW, right?
Yes.
What's your major?
I'm majoring in biology. I'm minoring in nutrition.
Okay. Interesting mix. Yeah. What do you want to be after you graduate?
I'm trying to do the pre-med track and nutrition. I thought I could maybe do double major to get like a job when I graduate, because biology is kind of hard to get a job, but it's kind of hard in UW at least to double major in like 2 extents.
It
What
is.
about studying here at UW? What has your experience been like?
It's awesome. I mean, I transferred from a community college, so it was like a lot smaller. So this is definitely a big change. But I have a lot of fun here, and I think it's been really cool. Yeah, definitely for like science and research. It's a great school.
Definitely it is. Do you speak any languages?
I don't, unfortunately. I like very, very small amounts of Chinese and Spanish.
Okay. If you could travel anywhere in the world to learn a language, where would you go and what language would you learn?
I'm half Korean, so I'd really love to go to Korea and learn to speak Korean because my grandparents speak, but my mom doesn't. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And what has your experience been like studying here at UW?
I love how diverse it is, and also how people are really into cultural differences, and also the LGBT community. So it's like a really open campus, and it's really beautiful. There's a lot of tourists. That's the only warning. And I think that most of the professors are really nice,
Yeah.
as long as you approach them respectfully.
Yeah, definitely. Do you speak any other languages?
No, like a teeny tiny bit, but like not.
If you could travel to anywhere in the world to learn a language, with the goal of learning a language, where would you go and what language would you learn?
Italy, I think.
I learn Italian.
Yeah. I've been there like twice. So yeah, I like
Yeah, awesome. And you live here in Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what has it been like living in Seattle?
When people say the like seasonal depression, it's kind of true. It depends on how you manage with like maybe having a big friend group, or having friends that are trying to like not let like the bad weather or like the rain get to you. I feel like you could survive, but most of the people I heard, they have said that yes, they struggle with the seasonal depression.
Yeah. Would you say that the Seattle freeze is real?
Most of the time, yes. But if you are open enough and you try, I have gotten to talk to some people about it.
Yeah, I think you have to try extra hard to get out of your shell. Definitely. Oh, and the last question for you. What are the pros and cons of living in Seattle?
I think Seattle is just such a cool city. There's so much to do, like in terms of just being outdoors. I think that the people, are you guys from around like the area?
We are.
I think that the people are like all pretty like kind and like willing to help out. So it's like easy to kind of like, I don't know, just like have like I'm gonna say have a good day because you can like be nice to people and people will be nice back.
Yeah.
Pretty easily.
Sure.
Downsides, I mean, I guess it's just being like so large. I don't have a car up here, but I know like traffic is like awful and it's not always the safest around at night in some parts. But like overall, like I've had a really, really positive experience here and I love living here. So
Yeah. Awesome. What are some pros and cons of living in Seattle?
I feel like Seattle is like a city, so you have most of the stuff. And also, like the diversity I said before, I can meet a lot of people that are from different culture and also like people that are mixed, just like me, because I felt really weird as a Chilean and like Taiwan was before in South America. But here I feel not as uncomfortable and I feel like there are people that understand what I'm going through. And that's actually really pleasant, I guess, and hard work from Seattle.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed cultures here. We're actually Mexican American.
Yeah.
So we understand that struggle of like from here, from there,
Yeah.
right? But I think it's a beautiful thing to have that cultural diversity. It enriches, right, life.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, definitely. So is it true what they say about the Seattle freeze?
are you talking about like December, like people don't come out?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really experienced that. Like maybe in like other parts of like residential Seattle, sure, but on campus, it's not really
Yeah.
too much of a problem.
It's a little bit different on campus.
Yeah, I would say so. Not that I've seen much of the other.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the second no we got today. So
I'm glad.
thank you so much. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so those were all the students that we interviewed here at UW in Seattle. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to this channel, and leave me a 5-star review on Spotify. We're gonna go get some food now. Bye.